Airport thieves have a profile they look for: slower movement, trusting demeanor, expensive-looking luggage. And if you're over 60, you check all three boxes. They're watching you more carefully than younger travelers. And the three things on your checked bag right now are making their job even easier. Professional baggage thieves aren't random opportunists. They're calculated predators who study passenger behavior, and they've learned that senior travelers present specific vulnerabilities they can exploit. In the next 15 minutes, I'm showing you exactly what these thieves look for in travelers over 60, and the simple changes that make you invisible to them. Stay until the end, because tip number 1 is a tracking method that helps police recover stolen bags in under 24 hours, and it costs less than $30. Before we dive into the 3 specific mistakes on your luggage, you need to understand how airport thieves think, because once you get this, everything else makes sense. Thieves operate on what criminologists call rational choice theory. They're constantly doing a mental calculation. Is this target worth the risk? How much effort will it take? What are my chances of getting caught? And most importantly, can I blend in and claim it was an accident if someone confronts me? They're looking for the path of least resistance with the highest reward. And unfortunately, senior travelers often present exactly that combination. Here's why you're being targeted more than younger passengers. First, you typically move slower through airports. That's not a criticism, it's reality. Whether it's joint pain, reduced stamina, or simply a more careful pace, senior travelers take longer to navigate terminals and reach baggage claim. Thieves know this. They know you're less likely to sprint to the carousel the moment your flight lands. That delay gives them extra time to operate. Second, your generation tends to be more trusting. You were raised in an era where people helped each other, where a stranger offering assistance was genuinely kind, not potentially dangerous. Thieves exploit that trust constantly. And third, you often travel with higher value items. Medical equipment like CPAP machines, quality luggage that's lasted decades, jewelry, cameras, things worth stealing. The combination of these factors puts a target on your back. But here's the good news. Once you understand what thieves look for, you can eliminate those signals completely. Let's start with the 3 biggest mistakes on your checked luggage right now. Mistake number 3, your TSA lock is advertising that valuables are inside. This sounds completely backwards because most people think locks protect their belongings. And to be fair, that's what they're supposed to do. But here's the irony. When a professional thief sees a TSA lock on your suitcase, their eyes light up. Think about it from their perspective. People don't lock up dirty laundry and worthless items. They lock up valuables. That lock is essentially a signal that says, there's something worth stealing inside this bag. It changes that risk-reward calculation immediately. But it gets worse. Those special TSA keys that are supposed to only be available to airport security have been leaked online. You can buy them for a few dollars on the internet. You can even 3D print them. So you're advertising that you have valuables locked up with a lock that doesn't actually lock out anyone who came prepared. And then there's the zipper trick. Most suitcases use regular coil zippers. The TSA lock secures the zipper pulls together, but it doesn't protect the actual zipper track. A thief can take an ordinary ballpoint pen, force it through the zipper teeth, open your suitcase completely, rummage through your belongings, and then close the zipper back up. When you arrive at your destination and something's missing, you might just assume you forgot to pack it. You'd never know your bag was opened. For senior travelers, this is especially problematic because you're more likely to pack medical equipment, prescription medications, and valuable personal items in checked luggage. You're also more likely to trust that a lock means security. Younger travelers have grown up in a more cynical world where they assume nothing is truly secure. But if you purchased a quality lock and carefully secured your luggage, you naturally believe that protection is real. Thieves count on that assumption. So, what's the solution? Stop signaling that your bag contains valuables. Instead of a big shiny TSA lock, use low-key alternatives. Zip ties work perfectly. Get black ones that match your suitcase zippers so they blend in. They secure your zippers together just like a lock, but they don't scream valuable contents inside. And if TSA needs to inspect your bag, they can cut the zip tie easily without damaging anything. Just pack a small pair of scissors or nail clippers in your carry-on so you can remove the zip ties when you arrive. Another option is a luggage cover or even plastic wrap. Many airports offer luggage wrapping services for a small fee, or you can bring your own plastic wrap and do it yourself. This completely defeats the pen trick because thieves can't access your zippers without making it obvious the bag was tampered with. It's more effort than they're willing to invest when there are easier targets nearby. Mistake number 2. Your luggage tag is broadcasting your empty home. Does everyone who touches your bag really need to know your home address? Because here's what a luggage tag with your full address is telling thieves. Number 1, you're traveling right now, which means you're not home. Number 2, here's the exact address of a potentially empty house. Number 3, this person has money to travel internationally or frequently, which suggests they have a home worth robbing. For senior travelers living alone, this information is especially dangerous. A professional thief can snap a photo of your luggage tag in seconds. You're standing in the check-in line, distracted, focused on your boarding pass and ID. They're walking by casually with their phone out like they're texting, but they're actually photographing luggage tags. Within minutes, they've collected dozens of addresses of people who are definitely not home. Now, you might think this sounds paranoid, but consider this. An ex-professional burglar who admitted to over 20,000 home break-ins said he specifically hung around airport check-in areas to collect home addresses from luggage tags. That's not speculation, that's a confirmed tactic. And it's not just theft you need to worry about. There have been cases of women finding creepy messages from strangers who got their phone numbers from luggage tags and tracked them down. Your personal information is visible to everyone, the public in check-in areas, the baggage handlers, the TSA agents, other passengers at baggage claim, and anyone with a smartphone camera. The solution is simple. Use a luggage tag with a privacy flap that covers your information. Then go one step further and flip your information card backwards so even your name isn't visible from the outside. Only when someone opens the flap should they see any details. And instead of your home address, use your work address, or even just your email. Your destination hotel address works too. If your bag gets lost, the airline can still contact you through your phone number or email without broadcasting where you live. For phone numbers, consider using a Google Voice number instead of your personal cell. That adds another layer of privacy. These privacy luggage tags are inexpensive and available everywhere. Get brightly colored ones so your bag stands out visually, which actually helps protect you in a different way. We'll discuss next. Mistake number 1. Your generic black suitcase makes theft easy to justify. If you have a plain black suitcase that looks like hundreds of other bags at baggage claim, you're making a thief's job incredibly easy for 2 critical reasons. First, it blends in, there's nothing distinctive about it, which means a thief can grab it off the carousel without drawing attention. Everyone assumes it's just another passenger picking up their bag. Second, and this is crucial, it provides plausible deniability. If someone confronts a thief who's taking a generic black bag, they have a perfect excuse. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, that looks exactly like mine. Honest mistake. That excuse works every single time with a plain suitcase. But if they're caught grabbing a bright red suitcase covered in distinctive patches and stickers, that excuse falls apart instantly. For senior travelers, this problem compounds because you're often slower getting to baggage claim. By the time you arrive, your bag might have been sitting on the carousel for several minutes, giving thieves more time to operate with fewer witnesses around. And if you have any mobility issues or need to stop at a restroom before heading to baggage claim, that delay increases your vulnerability even more. The first solution is making your bag unmistakably yours. Add bright luggage straps, colorful stickers, patches, anything that makes it instantly recognizable from across the baggage claim area. This serves multiple purposes. It helps you spot your bag quickly, which is especially helpful if you have vision challenges. It deters thieves because a distinctive bag is harder to steal without being noticed. And it eliminates the wrong bag excuse if someone is caught with it. But here's a strategy most people never consider. The timing of when you arrive at baggage claim matters enormously. The first bags that come off the plane are the most vulnerable because there are fewer people around. Thieves prefer operating with minimal witnesses. If your bag is one of the first out and you're still slowly making your way through the terminal, it's sitting there unprotected with a thief who has time and space to act. That's why it's critical to get to baggage claim as quickly as your mobility allows. I know this can be challenging if you need to stop at a restroom or if you're moving slower than the crowd. If you absolutely must stop, skip the first restroom right after you deplane, which always has a long line. Walk a bit further to a less crowded one, or better yet, wait until after you've retrieved your bags. If you're traveling with a companion, one person should go directly to baggage claim while the other handles whatever needs to be done. Never leave your bags unattended on the carousel or nearby. Thieves have been known to work in pairs. One distracts you by asking for help or directions, while their partner grabs your bag. This scam specifically targets seniors because of your helpful, trusting nature. If a stranger approaches you at baggage claim, especially if they're overly friendly or seem to be stalling you, stay alert and keep your eyes on the carousel. Now let's talk about something specific to senior travelers that younger passengers rarely worry about. Medical equipment in checked luggage. If you travel with a CPAP machine, oxygen concentrator, or any other medical device, you need to know that these items are high-value targets for thieves. A CPAP machine can sell for $500 to $1,000. They're small, easy to grab, and there's a ready market for them. The best strategy is never checking medical equipment if you can avoid it. Earlier in this series, we covered how medical devices don't count toward your carry-on limit. Bring your CPAP, your medications, anything health critical in your carry-on bag where it stays with you. But if you absolutely must check medical equipment, document everything. Take photos of the items, write down serial numbers, and pack them in the center of your suitcase surrounded by clothes. Don't put them in easily accessible exterior pockets or right at the top of your bag. Report any theft immediately. Don't wait until you get to your hotel. Report it at the airport, to the airline, and to airport police. The faster you report it, the better your chances of recovery and insurance claims. Which brings us to tip number 1, the tracking device that changes everything. If you're not tech savvy, don't worry. This is simpler than you think. Devices like Apple AirTags or tile trackers are small, inexpensive gadgets that you put inside your luggage. They connect to your smartphone and show you exactly where your bag is at all times. If your bag gets stolen, you can track it in real time and provide that location to police. Bags have been recovered within hours because the owner could tell police, "My bag is currently at this exact address. Here's how to set one up, and I promise this is easy." If you have an iPhone, buy an Apple AirTag for about $25 to $30, take it out of the package, hold it near your phone, and your phone will automatically detect it and walk you through a 30-second setup process. Name it something like Blue Suitcase so you know which bag it's tracking. Then slip it into an interior pocket of your luggage. Done. Now, whenever you open the Find My app on your phone, you'll see exactly where your suitcase is. At the airport, on the plane, at baggage claim, anywhere. If you have an Android phone, use a tile tracker instead. The setup is almost identical. Download the Tile app, create a free account, and pair the tracker with your phone. Same result. Real-time location tracking. For seniors who are uncomfortable with technology, ask a family member or friend to help you set it up once. After that, you just need to know how to open the app and look at the map. That's it. The peace of mind this provides is worth far more than the $30 cost. And if your bag ever is stolen, you'll have actionable information to give police instead of just a description of a black suitcase that looks like 1,000 others. Beyond tracking devices, there are a few more strategies that specifically protect senior travelers. First, never pack valuables in checked luggage. Jewelry, cash, electronics, important documents, all of that belongs in your carry-on. I know it's tempting to pack your good watch or that sentimental necklace, but the risk isn't worth it. Second, take photos of your packed luggage contents before you close it. If something goes missing, you'll have proof of what was in there for insurance claims or theft reports. This also helps if you genuinely can't remember whether you packed something. Third, understand the helpful stranger scam. Someone approaches you at baggage claim, offers to help you lift your bag off the carousel, and while you're distracted or grateful for the assistance, their partner grabs your other bag or goes through your pockets. This scam specifically targets older travelers who appear to be struggling with heavy luggage. If someone offers help, politely decline and say you're waiting for your travel companion. If you genuinely need help, ask an airport employee in uniform, not a random stranger. Fourth, know your rights and the claims process. If your checked bag is damaged, tampered with, or missing items, report it immediately at the baggage service desk before you leave the airport. Airlines have strict time limits for claims. If you wait until you get home, they can deny your claim. Take photos of any damage, get a written report, keep all your receipts and documentation. If you had a TSA lock and it was broken, that's not the airline's responsibility, which is another reason why TSA locks aren't worth using. But if your bag was clearly opened and items are missing, you have grounds for a claim. Finally, consider your insurance options. Many travel insurance policies cover baggage, theft, and damage. Some credit cards offer this protection automatically if you booked your flight with that card. Check what coverage you already have before you travel. If you're carrying expensive items or irreplaceable belongings, additional coverage might be worth the cost. Read the policy carefully to understand what's covered and what documentation you need to file a claim. Let's recap the key points. You're being targeted more than younger travelers because of your pace, your trusting nature, and the perception that you travel with valuable items. The 3 biggest mistakes on your luggage are TSA locks that advertise valuables, luggage tags that broadcast your empty home, and generic black bags that are easy to steal with plausible deniability. The solutions are simple and inexpensive. Replace TSA locks with zip ties or luggage covers. Use privacy luggage tags with work addresses or email only. Make your bag distinctive with bright colors and unique identifiers. Get to baggage claim quickly. Never leave bags unattended. And use a tracking device like an AirTag to know where your luggage is at all times. These aren't complicated strategies. They're practical adjustments that eliminate the signals thieves look for. You don't need to become paranoid or stop traveling. You just need to be smarter about how you protect your belongings. Remember, thieves are looking for easy targets. When you're no longer easy, they move on to someone else. Before your next trip, spend 30 minutes implementing these changes. Buy privacy luggage tags, get some bright luggage straps or stickers, pick up an AirTag or tile tracker, and swap out your TSA lock for zip ties. That small investment of time and about $50 total will protect your belongings and give you peace of mind for every future trip. If this video helped you understand how to protect your checked luggage, share it with other senior travelers who need this information. Airport theft isn't going away, but education and preparation are your best defense. And if you want more practical, honest advice about traveling safely after 60, subscribe to this channel for strategies that actually work. Safe travels, and remember, being prepared isn't paranoid, it's smart.